Hey guys, RuneHouse here. It's Matt and I've got Nick with me.
Hey guys.
We're just going to give you a rundown on behind the scenes March and our opinions on the coming updates over the next month. Firstly, Jagex has got on the news post Clan Fealty, and it's basically just them updating the citadels to have a more friendly XP rates, because let's be honest, no one wants to go to their citadel. I'll just quickly read out what it says. First up, we're making some changes to resource gathering within clan citadels. After extensive discussion with most of our proficient clans, it was clear to you that you needed more tools and more rewards when investing precious adventuring time into your citadel. So from this month, you'll be able to gain access to new clan fealty capes, which will earn you more XP when contributing to your clan resources, granting weekly XP lamps to the truly diligent. We've also made a series of improvements to the skill plots themselves and added some admin tools so that clan leaders can use to keep an eye on how their clan is contributing to the stockpiles. So what do you think of that, Nick?
I think the weekly XP lamps are a good idea. It'll keep them at a high level of activity in the clan citadel.
Well, it's definitely going to keep everyone interested, because it's going to be like penguins. Everyone's just going to go and hammer their clan resources and then
straight up when it resets or whatever.
Which could be nice to add to rune crafting XP from, well, because now we don't have effigies as often, but so yeah, so that should be a nice counterbalance. And I think we're going to leave clan fealty at that because it's not that complicated. Next up, we got a bonus XP weekend. Like,
yay!
And we knew that was coming because it's every March and September. But yeah, it's back. It's exactly the same, always the same, except from the first and second, where they killed summoning on the second one and you could use it on the first, but anyway.
Alright, we got layer armor, we got upgrades.
All the graphics are going to be updated on over 200 pieces of armor, which is going to be a bit confusing at first, and I'm just going to give you a warning that every noob and his dog is going to be following you saying, "What is that? What are you wearing? What is this?" It's going to be terrible times for the first couple of days while everyone's trying to figure out what it is. But it'll be like exploring RuneScape all over again. So on that way, it'll be nice. I'll just read out the dot points they've got here. Warriors will see new unique styles for armor sets all the way through black, white, and right up to dragon, including Torva and Bando's armor. There are also new looks for the Warrior, Berserker, and Neatisnaut helms, the Barbarian Assaulter's Fighter Torso, and Varrock Plateboy also getting updated. Rangers get studded leather, regular and blessed dragonhide, armador sets, as well as the Robin Hat and Ava's equipment. So the Ava's accumulator and alerter and attractor are all going to look different, and they haven't changed those since release, and they were released before I started playing.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure when Ava's devices got released, but it would have been years and years ago, because when did you start playing?
What was that? 2005.
I think I started playing in grade 7 for the first time, and that was like 2006.
Yeah.
I remember getting the Easter ring on my noob. That was the first holiday event I think I did.
I'm not sure about that Bando's armor update. I hope they don't ruin the design. I really like it at the moment.
It is good now, but like hopefully it will just look more detailed of the same kind of design. Like, and they're going to have to update Grador in the God Wars dungeon. Same with maybe the Armadillo boss will have to be updated to match the new design. If you've been north of Valador, you would have seen the 3 fighters, NPCs there wearing a new design. Which is another thing, because I think it's a bit strange that Jagex has got those completed. They're in-game, the mechanics are obviously there with the graphics to run it, but they're not actually updated on the players yet. I guess they wanted to update all 200 pieces at the same kind of update to make it big.
It's just a bit of a teaser to get more members, I guess.
Oh yeah, because free player can see them as well, so...
Yeah, alright. Well, next up we got new loyalty rewards.
Oh, just the tier 4 stuff. I guess they're going to be pretty expensive because the Aegis one is the only tier 4 one available at the moment, and it's 84,000 loyalty points. Like, no one can even afford it yet. I'm pretty sure when these come out, the first person might be able to afford it, like if they haven't spent anything on anything else. I was saving for that, but when the Bite Kiln came out, I had to buy Vampirism, or I chose to, just to make it a bit easier on myself, because it was pretty tricky. Anyway, we'll move on again to Bak Bolts. Try and pronounce that, Nick.
Bak Bolts. You're gonna be called like Bak Bolts for short, probably.
Yeah, I can see just BB. Bring your BBs, bro.
Yeah.
Mama Rimba, friend of Papa Mombo. So she's like the same kind of race as the person at Herbal Habitat, and she's set up shop just outside Edgeville. She's every bit as mad as Papa, but has delved into some seriously dark mojo. What does mojo even mean? Oh gosh, Jagex is making up words here. She's tapped into the power of the bloodwood tree, which grows only in places of bloodshed, such as the wilderness. To craft a bolt that punishes mages, the bolt must be fired from the rune or chaotic crossbow, and they have a powerful stats 125 range strength, with a range requirement of 80. When used in PvP against those of magic persuasion, they have additional benefits, including the ability to target specific areas of the body with mighty special attacks depending on where you're aiming at, the head, legs, or torso.
Oh, it sounds like it's really going to affect PvP.
I think range might be a viable method for PvP against, like in breeding. Like usually people just use their ice barrages now and then go straight to their whip and AGS specs, but with this I can see people bringing a rune or chaotic crossbow and using these bolts whenever the person swaps to kind of try and get the freeze on them. So that's going to change breeding a lot.
Yeah, I'm also glad that they've placed these trees in the wilderness. That will bring back some more PKing, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, if you've seen the, not actually sure who created it, but the video went pretty viral. Is the video of the wilderness, an unauthorized documentary is the video's name. And they basically explain in that video that the wilderness used to be fantastic because everyone was in the wilderness to boss. Well, the strongest monster in the game was the King Black Dragon, and everyone, to get to the strongest monster in the game, you had to go past the PKs to get there. So PKing was viable because you'd be taking out people in the best bossing armor in the game. And the rune rocks, people would go there, skillers, to make money. And I guess as time's gone on, more boss monsters are being placed other places. Rune rocks aren't the best money anymore. Just that's all affected it, but Jagex has seemed to agree with that documentary. I know that some Jagex mods have seen it, if not the majority of the developers, and they must want to kind of put something back in the wilderness. I'm wondering if it's going to be like flasks and you can only cut a certain amount of these trees per day. But the other aspect of the update is for high-level bosses like Nex at the moment, like another ammo that you can use with your chaotic crossbow with 125 range strength is going to be interesting to see whether it's as effective on bosses as it is on player versus player mages. So
I'm also wondering if these are going to be tradable.
I think they will be, but I think that they will have that you'll have to have the levels to make them and to cut them like you do with the flasks, because they kind of want people to train their skills, but they want the people to have the motivation to train their skills by giving a profit. Like that's how I see the flask update, is that the skillers get in, get them done, and people without the skills are like, oh crap, I've got to keep buying these flasks, I'm going to have to either train my skills or keep paying this high price all the time for these.
Alright, we got
Gnome graphical rework.
Oh, that looks pretty.
Yeah, it looks pretty crazy. The thing that got me is they just updated the gnomes like last year. Do you remember?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
They made them like little stubby short
Well,
guys.
this does look really cool to me.
Yeah, the landscape looks nice. I'm wondering if they're gonna actually upgrade the gnomes. Let's read it. This month, our short green friends are going to receive a grand makeover, courtesy of Mod GFX and his team. All the gnome characters, chat heads, and environments are being reworked. So there you go, the characters are being updated again. They mustn't have really liked the gnome update they did last year. Anyway, that's pretty simple. They're probably going to throw that in with the armor upgrades, maybe. Yeah. This next point they've gotten behind the scenes is transport and navigation for free and members. No runes, no problem. A brand new transport and navigation system will be added this month, designed to make Gillinort more easily navigable. Did they mistype that? Is that a word? Navigable. Anyway. This ancient and mystical system will allow travel around a wide range of popular RuneScape cities, towns, and locations, including Edgeville and Lunar Isle. I'm guessing it's going to be like the home teleport, and you know how you get the option to go to Lumbridge or Berthope? I think that basically they're just going to have more towns there if you've been to more places.
I think it's going to be a good update. It will attract, well, people who want to play more. Yeah, so they don't have to run everywhere like, oh.
You don't have to run anywhere anyway. You just have to get to a bank and withdraw your teletap or your
it'll be better for new players.
Once they've been somewhere.
More players, so.
Yeah, well, I guess not every noob and their dog has a glory amulet or a house with all the portals and the mage level. So I guess if you start playing the game and you go Varrock, Berthope, Lumbridge. I know that Tanya has just been lost so many times because she just not sure how to get back to everything, even though I showed her how to use the world map. But maybe it would help new players in the fact that they can just go back to the town they're familiar with.
Alright. Okay, next up we got the Mauritania task set.
And they've got the early bird bonus back. I think that they're going to have an early bird bonus every month from now on, which is a good idea. It gets players to kind of do the content as soon as it comes out rather than procrastinating it. But finally this month we're introducing our latest task set. This time based in the dark, desolate lands of Mauritania, you will be able to complete sets of tasks which range from easy to elite levels of difficulty, which will encourage you to make snelms, activate medallions, slay barrows rites, and brew your own forever renewal potions. Tasks are well and good, but it's the rewards, including the new leg armor, that really interests a fearless traveler. Fancy having your prayer drain halving? Oh yeah, that's just... But the little head comes out anyway, so it's better if you can do barrows with no prayer, but anyway. Increasing your trekking rewards and your mushroom yields from patches, all that plus more, and over 150k in XP lamps for those who are really keen. Ooh. So the early bird bonus is worth 15k experience. I guess they thought the fight killing early bird bonus was a bit over the top because it was pretty insane. You got 75k on a lamp, I think it was. But yeah, it'll be interesting to do those. We're going to do a video on the task sets of Nick and myself doing the tasks. So stay tuned for that.
I'll probably beat him to it. I've already got all the pieces.
I've got to do quests. Who wants to do quests in Mauritania? They're like a pain in the neck.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's all the updates planned for March. Unless they spring another Wheel of Fortune on us.
Yes.
Alright, thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you next time.
Please
just like and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this, and thanks for watching again.